So let's see how we're doing. Still got a negative emerald demeanor. I'm gonna have to get yielding up to get rid of that. Yeah, I might as well just stick with counting and trade. As boring as they are important for this very first point in the game. You learn about the concept of diminishing returns, a point after which spending more on a particular project fails to improve it as much as previous spending did. Your accounting is now 50. You may not increase the skill until your economic skills are 25 or higher. The most important trade route in the domain is the Kavala River. It travels through the center of your lands, and almost every duchy contains tributaries that feed into the Kavala, allowing goods to be shipped along it by boat. And trade is up to 37, so now we just need to get production up to 25, and I can increase accounting just a little bit more. Sorry, didn't mean to cough into the mic there. Are you walking? As you are walking, you spot a familiar figure in the palace gardens. It's the Duchess of Ursel. Maybe I should go and say hello. Then you notice that seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They're very close together, their hands gently touching as they speak. Looks like she's busy. You turn and walk in a different direction so as not to disturb them. At that moment you notice something unusual. It looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over the hedge. Was it a servant, a thief, or an assassin? I can try and climb up to look over the hedge, but we don't have any athletic skills, so we'll fail that. I don't know if that might end up in us getting injured. I don't want to run and hide. Let's call the guards. Guards! However, by the time the response is organized and directed to the area beyond Palace, there's no sign of any intruder. You wonder if you're only imagining it. There is actually something special that happens if you are able to climb over that wall and continue on that dialogue. I won't say what because spoilers, but actually I kind of need to do that. That's one of the achievements I don't have for this game. I should have done something to get rid of yielding, actually. Oh well, whatever. Depression is a good thing to get rid of. Now she's kind of happy. Yay! Alright, so we want to get production up. So let's just do production. You learn that Sunset Bay off the coast of Duchy Mazamba is a prime location for fishing. You learn how farmers of the Duchy of Mari rotate between fields for raising crops and fields that lie fallow. Oh, and I've unlocked a new outfit. Speech. So every single time you get all of your stats, one category up to 25, you get a new outfit. And that outfit will actually boost your stats in that category. And actually, now that I think about it, if I put on the outfit here, I might have enough stats in accounting to be able to get to the vault. Oh shit, we totally just skipped that whole maid thing. Basically, a maid bumped into us and we get to either punish her or apologize. I'm gonna apologize. No way, it was my fault. I should have gotten out of your way. We didn't have enough grace or whatever to actually avoid that, so. Oopsie. Let's go to court, because that puts a +2 to yielding. But our meter's sad again. That's okay, because we have a new outfit! And we're so pimpin'. We're so awesome. So you have a 60 in accounting, so I think now we can probably get into treasury, which actually from the looks of things we didn't unlock because I haven't talked to Duchess of Ursel enough yet. But no worries. We're gonna work on that. We're gonna deal. I still have negatives up here. What the hell's up with that? That's not cool. Where do we get negatives from? I'm probably depressed again, maybe? Doesn't actually tell you when you mouse over it. That's kind of sad. Oh well. Let's go back to learning about intrigue. That's actually a really cool stat to increase and very, very useful. So. I'm sorry, I'm coughing so much right now. I don't mean to be. Your maternal uncle's wife, the Countess Nyx, claims kinship in the old Merva line and originally asked your mother for the title to the duchy. However, no one could verify her lineage. As a compromise, your mother created her brother Duke of Merva. And I'm having a drink of some Perrier here so I don't die coughing in the middle of this let's play. The current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. He might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talassi. Well, we kind of just dissed him by not accepting his present, so that's not gonna happen. He's also much older than me. There's a man here to see you. He wishes crowdfunding for a project of his. Remember, the treasury is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I have a plan to print books using metal letters, which can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie to assemble the metal and a factory to mold and cast the type. With this system, we will be able to create new books in a fraction of time it takes now, and make copies to send all over the world. If this really works, it could be a very important invention. And even though there are situations later, if you're unable to avoid war, that you're going to need the money for your army. However, this is a really good invention, so I'm going to invest in it. If I didn't have enough skills in trade and production, I wouldn't have been able to. She would have just outright turned him down. We would be happy to invest in your venture. So, let's go to the treasury. And I was able to get through. You overwhelmed the guards with facts and figures explaining that you need treasury access to adjust royal budget, which may affect their pay packets as well as taxes assessed on their friends and family. They stand aside. The glitter is dazzling, but some sixth sense draws you towards one little locked box in particular. This is what you need. This is the crystal that will make you illumine. Yay, get to be a magical girl! You tuck the box into your pocket. You can show it to your mentor later and get instructions on what to do next. Sweet! Alrighty then, so in that case, I can't actually increase lumen yet until I do that, so okay, I'm going to tell you a secret because this is probably the ending that I'm going to go for. But there is a point later in the game that I won't tell you exactly where or why. Voice is actually going to be a very important thing for you to have increased. So at this particular point in the game, I think since I have a bonus to it, especially right now, I'm going to increase expression so that I can get voice up. I don't think it needs to be super high, but it does need to be relatively up there. So I'm gonna increase decoration again and also voice. Probably just gonna max it out just in case. You practice sketching fruits and flowers with charcoal and parchment. You study the theory of color, how they complement and contrast, and how to select colors to emphasize a mood. You practice deep breathing exercises to build up your ability to stay in a note. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back. Thank you. However, I must call to your aid. The Ixionite occupation of the country of Imbrium has gone for too long. Now is the time to push back. I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying Southern Mary? I don't know anything about the military. I don't want to fight. There must be a peaceful way to settle this. I will send for diplomats from Ixion and try to come to some arrangement. Thank you, Your Highness. If I might say so, you are looking particularly lovely this day. I hope you will think fondly of me. Is he flirting with me? He's almost as old as my father. Yep, that don't matter to him. Don't matter to a lot of people, apparently. I got it. What do I do now? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands, press it against your chest over your heart, and say, illuminate. Yep. Okay, here we go. Illuminate. Oh my god, it's like Sailor Moon. I'm a magical girl. It's awesome. Ah! You feel dizzy, and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow. The priestess here is a friend of mine. I will come to your lessons in faith and train you to use your powers. Oh, look at that face. What kind of mood am I in right now? I'm very yielding, apparently. So for my classes, oh shit. Now, Like I said, I do kind of want to get voice to go up. So I'm going to boost instrument because I haven't done that yet. But as you can see, we have now finally opened up the ability to study royal demeanor, and there's a +1 bonus. So I'm also going to choose composure. Composure. And yeah, what did it say? Instrument. It's been a while since I played this game. I really hope I'm not screwing this up. You practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. Rule of thumb, guys, you really should save frequently when you're playing this game. I'm not doing it because whatever ending I end up with, that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. Sorry. Unless you want more. But the game's not that expensive. It's on Steam. You should totally get it. Let's see. You tap out chiming dyads on a glockenspiel, learning the basics of harmony and rhythm. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful, no one wants to give up prizes and that they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I am sure we can come to an amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones. No, we will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. We can be good neighbors again without any lives being lost. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So you surrender the province, which I'm pretty sure results in a game over, because you can't be queen of a province you don't own. Offer him money if Ixion withdraws, bluff or intimidate him, or execute him. I don't know if our stats are high enough to bluff and intimidate him, simply because I don't think we studied anything to do that, and we might actually end up with a war. I'm going to offer money as much as I kind of don't want to. That is not acceptable. All the land north of the river belongs to us. We are willing to offer some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you have suffered, but nothing more. I believe we would settle the matter for 8,000 golden lassie. That is more than all of Mary pays in taxes in a year. That's far too much. Make a counter offer. You and I both know that's more than the land is worth. For 4,000 lassie is more than generous. Then we accept your generosity. Phew, at least that's over with. And it's a good thing that I had high accounting, otherwise I probably would have been like, 8,000 lassie. That's not bad. Here you go. That's all great. Now what's my mood again? Pressured. I kind of like to try and keep them all around the middle, just because then you don't have to deal with any really crazy bonuses, unless, say, I'm trying to get royal demeanor up, in which case I might try and get yielding maxed out. Let's just... What's the thing that will least affect my mood? Willful. Willful takes away yielding. Let's go to the dungeon. There's no effects there. I'm good with not changing. Whoa! What's her mood? She's pressured. Oh, it's dominant emotion. Cool. So, skills for today. Once again, I want to boost instrument and voice, just so that I can concentrate on voice, but I also kind of want to start learning Lumen as well, because that's fairly important. There's so many things to learn, guys, and I can only learn 2 at a time. Alright, let's keep instrument and learn sense magic. Close your eyes and learn to feel the magic inside you. You learn to play notes and scales on a simple wooden recorder. There are reports that a Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong? A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Eek! Several disappearances in the southern Caloris are already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy to stay left on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people. Everyone dies in the end. That's a rather depressing outlook on life. And we're going to take away that one depressed because we don't want that. Cool.